Maybe it was a bad idea to read a Chuck Palahniuk book one after the other. I've just finished The Survivor right after reading The Invisible Monsters, and I can't help finding so much similarities between them, which is kind of disappointing when you are trying to read a new novel that would give a new perspective on things. Survivor is a story about a man who is in a very religious section where his duty is more of a labor missionary into the real world outside of that church district that he and his family lives in or used to live in. So his day-to-day life is very strictly made up. Everything is planned to the second, maybe to the minute. Or when he is in his mid-age around then, he discovers that he might be the lone survivor of his race. Up until the middle of the book, it was about his very unique character and the very unique way his church district lived in. Exactly from the middle to the back, it was all about how screwed up it is. Everything is full of vulgarity, just like The Invisible Monsters, in a very different way, because the characters didn't really involve a lot of vulgar words in the text, because it was a religious man who was the protagonist. I enjoyed this book not that much. In the beginning, when the book starts with him being in a plane and telling his life story, I was expecting something very different, and in the end I saw the end coming, like how the end had figured out, got together. It was so similar to that of The Invisible Monsters and the, well, I guess it was now a major film, The Fight Club. I just simply don't like that idea, and I don't think I would have enjoyed it more if I read this one before the other two that I've read of the author. So, not the recommended novel to read. A very depressing story of a very mundane, boring person who turns into being a lapdog of someone else, and which is kind of a boring idea that you don't really relate to the character. You just end up hating the character.